Welcome you all to your favorite channel Trading Techniques. It's been long time guys, I have not posted anything. So thought of just giving you something very simple. Most of the people who are working professionals find it very difficult to see the screen on every minute. And if they see the screen every minute, they miss out on lots of other important work in their office. So I have been working on lots of things lately. Lots of back testing I've been doing and just trying to figure it out. What is resulting in losses. Now it could be emotional factors, because now what happens is lots of people I've seen recently are trading on multiple lots of Nifty, Bank Nifty kind of calls. And what happens is, if it is the market is going down by 5 rupees or 4 rupees suddenly, you end up closing the trade just thinking I might be in loss. However, you end up, say if you bought it at 100 rupees lot, maybe some 10 lots, 20 lots, and you know that goes down by 5 rupees or 10 rupees, suddenly you see a big red on your screen and you close that trade. However, that 100 rupees call or put becomes 200 or 300 in a day, and then you suddenly think, what is that which is going wrong? Now this is a common phenomena with everybody. Each one of us would have gone through this, you know every day, some or other way, in a our trading cycle. So I just went through all these things and just trying to figure it out, what could be the best strategy where I don't have to do much, and my stop loss or my risk reward would be the best. So here is the strategy guys, very very simple. I'm not gonna tell you any indicators, any moving averages, any RSI settings or anything of that sort. Okay, let's forget all these things. Let's keep our charts very very clean so that we can see the price action. Now if you go to any particular trainer or the expert in the market, they would tell you not to make your chart confusing, because I see the charts which are too many moving averages moving here and there, and then sell on upside of this and sell below this, buy on upside of this and sell below this, and all those kind of things which are being given, and end of the day people only get confused. So here is a simple strategy. Now I would call it as 945 candle, 5 minutes candle strategy. Okay, very very simple. Now you would have seen those 915 candles, but 915 candles lots of times I've seen you don't get much of entries, and the exits are also not profitable. So here is a simple strategy of 945. Now I have taken this 5 minutes chart of HDFC Bank. Okay, let's take it, this is yesterday's condition, yesterday's chart, and I have this 945 candle here. I'll just make it big. Okay, so I will just mark this candle. This is a 945 candle. Okay, I'll just mark this candle high lows. Okay, and at 945 or after 945, okay, after 945 anytime, okay, if this breaks high, I'll go on a buying side. If it breaks the downside, I'll go on a selling side. It's a very simple thing. Okay, or I can put limit order also at this two junctions. So now if you just look at it, HDFC Bank yesterday, if somebody would have traded on this, would have made lots of confusions, because suddenly it has gone up, suddenly it has come down, then it is going up again here, then again falling, then it goes up, then sudden there is a fall here. Okay, so somebody taken a position buy here and would have ended up into losses here, or sell here and would have gone up. Now this is a very common thing which is happening with everybody. So what I would have done, 945 candle high I have marked it, which is 2146 approximately. Okay, so 2146 I put an order to buy. Okay, future level, cash, as per your choice. Okay, and you just see, and my SL will be low of this, which is 2140, 2149, sorry, 2146 is my entry point, and 2140, which is 6 rupees SL. Okay, now in the future also this will be around 250 lot size, so which is 6 rupees. Stop loss also if you consider, so your risk will be what, 1500 rupees. Okay, on one lot. Now just go through this. Okay, very simple. It has never hit your stop loss. It has gone up. Okay, 2146 was my entry. Even if I book it here, 2164. Okay, 18 rupees move it has given with a stop loss of 6 rupees. Okay, even if I would have closed it here, or say I leave this, this particular trade as it is till even 310. Okay, I still get the same price. If I close it somewhere at 145 or 2 o'clock, 2176. Okay, so 30 points move which I have got it without getting into any emotional factors or to think what is going to happen to my trade. Okay, and my stop loss is fixed. I have not changed my stop loss. You can trail the stop loss or whichever ways you want it, but if you look at it, or you can just put a bracket order, put the stop loss, put 10 rupees target, or 12 rupees target, whatever it is, it hits your target and you're done with it. Okay, so this is how simple strategy it is. Now I will show you, say on most of you trade on a bank Nifty, so I will just show you on a future level. Okay, now I'll remove all these things here. Okay, 945 candle. Okay, yesterday bank Nifty was very volatile. Okay, suddenly it is falling, suddenly it is going up. Okay, on a future level. Okay, I bought this bank Nifty future, say at this price. Okay, 26732, 26732. Just remember this figure styles. And the first thing for the first high which has given is 26923. Can you see this? Which is almost 100 points without doing much of efforts. Never hits your SL. Okay, and then if you're continuing this, it is giving till an exit till 27, 247, 250 kind of levels. Okay, or even if you would have left it and you would have let it close, it would have given still 300, 350 points. Okay, so this is how the strategy is working. Okay, now you would say I'm just taking yesterday's trade. However, let's go back and check Thursday trade, which is an expiry. Okay, you sell bank Nifty at this point. Now on expiries generally how tedious the task is to find out which side it is going. Now you just sell the future. Okay, you don't need to do anything, no options here. Okay, and you see the position. My stop loss was very minuscule here. Even if you add some points to it and keep a little longer stop loss, that's okay. But you just see what is happening. I have sold it here. Okay, see, I would have got an entry here, 27557, 27. Even if I would have covered it, 557, 500 points, guys. So it's so simple. Okay, so now I will go to Nifty, because see, bank Nifty is something which most of you people are trading, and I know this is something which is very easy to trade, and the very kind of it's a very liquid kind of counter. Again guys, okay, 945. Here my entry is 674. Look at the high, 64. 300, 674, almost 300 points. Okay, so this is how this strategy is working. Okay, um, I would show any other probably escort future size is 1100, so that's where somewhere I'll take this counter, a decent size of decent lot size, so one lot only you can easily trade. Now look at here also, my stop loss is never hit. 432, it never even came close to it. 32, 36, 5 rupees. I risk myself 5,500 rupees. Okay, but return is what? 452 from, that is 16 rupees, almost 18,000 rupees gains. And if I wait till even end, that is 455 rupees. So that's how simple the strategy is, and that is how this works. Very very simple. You can take the entry and leave it aside. You don't have to worry. Take any cash positions, maybe 100 lot size on any stock for that matter. Okay, my suggestion is don't go for smaller smaller priced items, which is like the smaller uh, anything like Reliance and CG Power and all this small 10 rupees, 15 rupees, 100 rupees stock. Avoid these kind of stocks. I would suggest go with a bigger stock or a Nifty 50 stocks, which is always easy to trade and highly liquidated. You can always liquidate these or sell this particular things in market. Otherwise most of the people get stuck with the trade. They are not able to find the exit point anymore. So this is one of the thing. The second thing you have to remember is, try not to trade. Now I will try to show one trade if I can. Now see, this strategy again, some of the important points which I have to always kind of keep on telling you. See, there is nothing like holy grail system. Okay, so this strategy also will fail. Okay, and certain times you might have to you know uh, exit at a lower thing, and then probably you'll have to enter again into the opposite cycle, because sometimes market moves different directions. And certain news based stock, I would say avoid it, because the movements would be pretty much here and there, and we might lose out money. Okay, but if you see, now our strategy has failed here. Somewhere I would have taken an entry here, 1452 and 1446. So even if you are keeping 5-6 rupees target, it would have still hit your target, and you would have exited and profit. But if you would have kept the thing as it is, whatever I said, till 230, 245, 330 kind of levels, you would have lost money here, because somewhere around 1457. So 1457, if you consider 5 rupees loss, so you would have lost 5 rupees here. Okay, and but if you could have taken entry again at 1458, you would have got 1485, that kind of thing. Okay, but always remember guys, the stocks which are probably I wanted to show you some examples. I'm not able to get it, but the simple thing is like don't trade on these big candles, which is wherein your stop loss would be 10 rupees, 15 rupees, on a smaller stock like 500, 700 kind of rupees. What would happen is, one is, if it is a big candle at 945, and your entry point is say maybe 1500 rupees, and your stop loss is somewhere around 1550 rupees or 1520 rupees or kind of thing, where your risk reward is not in your favor. Okay, so even if it is hitting your stop losses, it should not kind of create a burden for you. So any strategy that, so there is no holy grail system. So if you're trading on some of these things, um, if you get 70 to 80% success ratio also, now whatever I've seen in recent past on this particular strategy is 70 to 80%, 85% almost it works. Okay, it depends on your counter. So my suggestion is always do backtesting on your own counter which you are trading on a regular basis. Don't just try to get into this strategy by just seeing some stock on some website and some news based stock, and you suddenly get into this and start trading on this. Would not be kind of easy, because certain stocks are not liquid. Certain stocks you might get into kind of trouble when the buyers and sellers are at a different price. So it might be very very difficult to trade on those things. But guys, do your own testing. Okay, I'm nowhere giving you the suggestion to do buy or sell any stock or take any kind of positions basis on this. My only thing is, it's a learning video. Just learn from it. Just do your own back testing. Find out what works, what doesn't work for you. Okay, which stock this is working. It might not work with every stock, so it's always advisable to do your back testing and then take certain position. Plus, avoid trading on these big candles. Okay, so probably I would say this is maybe like just an example, 945 candle. So if my entry point is somewhere here at 1471 and my stop loss is somewhere around 1456, 15 rupees stop loss is not making any sense to me. Okay, and second thing is, now this kind of thing. Okay, either you put your entry here at this point. There are some chances, sometimes it might just touch your SLN, but that's with every other strategy. And the other request which I always want to, which I always keep on saying to your friends is, avoid too many indicators, avoid too many things, or moving averages and RSIs and super trend or whatever things which are there. It might just confuse you. This is my personal experience. Okay, whatever I've seen in the recent past, all these indicators can confuse you, because people think the entry should be here, exit should be there, and all sorts of things. You just put moving averages on these same charts and you will see how difficult it is to trade. But you just put this kind of strategy, it will work. It will work on anything and everything. Okay, you can, now I'm using to a basic extent on this. This is actually very basic you know market profile thing on Zerodha. You can use this, and here you don't have to mark anything. Once 945 candle you mark your you know positions or your levels, you're done with it. You don't need to mark the trend lines and all those things, because this is a trouble every other working professional has. They want to trade, but they don't have time to do all these you know uh, trend lines and watch moving average, where it is going, whether it is hitting my stop loss, what is happening. So this is the best what I found out in last few days after lots of research. So this is for you guys. Test it, try it. Don't get into a bigger positions immediately. Okay, use it for some time, find out. And my suggestion is always put your stop loss. When you're putting a stop loss, put your target also, because most of the chances now you set your target. Maybe if you're entering into this kind of thing, and your entry point is 1457, and if you put 10 rupees also, it would have hit here. You don't have to bother again when it is going to go and all that things. See, greed is always there. um, the only thing I'm trying to reduce things here is your fear. So once you put that order and you just leave it, you don't keep on watching what is happening to your stock. Okay, um, and then then you put if 10 rupees target, even if by 1000 you get enough of leverage. So if you even if you put 10 as a target, 10 rupees as a target, you see 58 to 71. Okay, so 10 rupees is done in just matter of 5 minutes. Okay, and if it is 1000 lot, 10,000 rupees is done. That's simple. It is. I will show you something on you know the bank Nifty options. Okay, so 27,000 CE. So now watch out this. Okay, I'll just show you. Now this was yesterday, my 27,000 CE, which is 19th August, which is okay, I think this is last week, and 23rd. So okay, this might give us, let's not consider the earlier one. Okay, so just let's consider somewhere, you know 26 800 27. So now look at this one. Okay, now lots of people ask me how to trade options and all that things. Okay, now just see your entry, 251 rupees. You make an entry, okay, whatever lot size you have, and you set a target, maybe 100 rupees, 50 rupees, 25 rupees, 20 rupees, 50, whatever, depending on. Now this is your in the money contract when it is become, and you just observe this. Okay, my stop loss was very very minimal here. My entry, if my entry was 256, my stop loss was 239, 12 rupees. But look at the, if I play on one lot, I just buy this and just leave it. Okay, so the intention is basically to show you that this can also work in options trading and the charts. Okay, so very simple strategy, guys. Hope you liked it. Okay, and do your own research, keep learning, keep growing. Thank you, guys.